Don't you ever change, keep the breathless charm. Hey, Christina Maria. How was work? How was work, Christina? You got out of there, huh? Won't you please arrange it, 'cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Instructions are as follows. I don't think anybody's here but you and me right now, Christina Maria. But thank you. So yeah, we're doing the usual. We're gonna let everyone file in, and we will be doing the usual. Hey, Desandra, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Just the way you look tonight. I think I'm going to tonight mix it up a little bit. I'm going to use my Dreams of Gaia cards more than usual, and also we're going to use the vice versa deck. I usually use Rider. Hi, in Florida. Hello, in Florida, Kia. I have a reading for someone named Kenya that I'm doing later tonight, a 1 hour recorded that I've got to do. I thought maybe that was you, but that says Kia in Florida. Hi, welcome. So guys, I'm not going to stay on too long tonight. I have 2 recorded readings that I've got to get done tonight or tomorrow morning. I really wanted to get them done tonight though, so not too long tonight. Probably stay on about an hour. So what we're doing here, not me yet. Well, I hope soon. What we're doing here, hello in Kansas. Welcome guys. Thank you for being here guys. If you're in the chat but you haven't liked the video, please take a moment to X out of the chat and go down and click the thumbs up button so that the video can circulate, because when you like it, that helps it circulate around the around YouTube. It helps people see it. So I really appreciate guys if you'll take a moment to give the video a like, so people that don't have notifications turned on or maybe aren't even subscribed will see that we're on, and they can come in and join the club. They can join our party. So thank you for that. I hope everyone's doing well. Happy Friday, guys. My name is Jason, and this channel is Ray of Light Tarot, where that's what we do. Basically, I just sit here and shuffle. I shuffle all night. And amidst the shuffling, where spirit allows, we get messages for you and for me that give us guidance on our journey, on our life, on our spiritual path. Because really, we're all just spiritual beings that are stuck here having a human experience that is a little janky sometimes. Sometimes fun, sometimes happy, sometimes sad. Hopefully not boring in any event. And, you know, so let's see. If you guys need, hello, Egypt, welcome Egypt. If you guys need guidance tonight, I am here to give it to you. Well, Spirit is here to give it to you. I'm here to shuffle the cards and read what comes through, sort of as the channel. That's basically how you do this thing. You just kind of open yourself up to be a channel, and you really listen. You listen with your heart space. You listen with that place inside that knows the truth outside of what anyone else is understanding or words may tell you. That inner knowing that just says, wait a minute, this is what is true. And it's a great way to learn. No contact for a month. Oh, I'm sorry, Martin. Listen, I understand that if you're on a journey that involves running, chasing, ups, downs, no contact, it's tough. And I get it. I'm firsthand. I'm on that journey, right? But you know what? When that happens, it's inevitably supposed to happen just the way that it is. And it's a signal for you to grow closer with yourself, to treat yourself with more love and respect perhaps than you have up until this point, and open yourself up for whatever, you know, lessons need to come in, or whatever the message is, because usually that's happening as a signal for healing to take place for you. And that person that you're having no contact with, obviously there's a reason that you're having no contact, or that either you or them want or need no contact. Usually it's both of you that have manifested that to happen on some level, right? Whether you actually think you have or not, you probably have. At least that's been my experience. So anyway, welcome guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Friday. It's time for the weekend, the freaking weekend. I've got my glasses here and I'm going to need them as we get into the reading. So I think tonight I'm going to be pulling cards for you guys from the vice versa deck. I usually don't use the vice versa deck, although I love this deck. It's a little bit thicker than most traditional tarots. And so it's a little difficult for me to shuffle. And because of that, I tend to reach for other decks besides this one. But I love the fact that it's 2 sides, has 2 sides with very deep intuitively intuitive and differing messages based on the side that a card comes out on. So I think tonight I am going to reach for this deck to give guidance. And the list is open if anyone wants to. Yeah, I love it, Christina Maria. I think it's just really special. It's like, first of all, the art is beautiful, right? It's a beautiful deck. Thanks for being here, Nick, too. Nick is helping as well. Christina and Nick, my moderators. The art is beautiful on this deck, you know, and with the two sides, it really gives just all the more meaning, right? And just a little bit more detail than you normally have with the traditional tarot. So it's really cool. And I love it. I love it for that reason. And I know that a lot of the people who watch love this deck as well. Whenever I pull out the vice versa deck, someone always asks, what deck is that? What's the name of that deck? I want to get that deck. So it's definitely an awesome deck. Yes, we are open for biz. So if you would like to get on the list to ask a question, moderators, will you put the, did you guys post, look through the chat. They've posted the ways you can donate to get on the list. Anyone who wants to get on the list to get on to ask a question, it's a $20 donation. I'm not doing the differing donation amounts, minimum $20 donation. That way everyone gets on the list. Everyone's in our drawing to win free readings and other things that we're doing this weekend. And I've got a jar full of names from the last couple reads because we're going to do a drawing. It's time to do the drawing. Probably tonight, if not tonight, tomorrow or Sunday. Because why? Because I decide when we do it because it's my drawing and it's my gifts to give away. But I just do it whenever really. It's got to be done this weekend though because we've got like 3 different reads worth of names. And I've got about 6 different things that you can win. An hour-long free reading, a half-hour-long free reading, and then some other things that I'll talk more about when I do the drawing that are coming up on my channel that are exciting. Right now I'm in the midst of a tarot learning to read intuitively class, and I've got another one of those coming up later. We are doing another twin flame or twin soul journey, which is a group that meets on Sunday evenings, and that is coming to a new cycle. So that's exciting for people who are interested in that. And some of the prizes you get to choose if you want one thing or the other. That's the way that I sort of did it. So it's kind of cool. Hello, Jessica Merrick. Welcome. Happy Friday to you too. Hope you're ready for the weekend. So yeah, it's pretty cool prizes, and you don't even have to go to the extra mile to donate extra. You just automatically $20, no questions asked. We're just doing you on the list. But yeah, that is going to be exciting. So I'll get like I said, the list is open. Give everybody a chance to get in here. Anyone who wants to get on there on the list to ask a question, the way we do it is you make your donation. I'll check the apps, get your name on the list, and when you ask your question, I will pull tarot, traditional tarot, to get guidance from spirit. With the traditional tarot that comes through, the answer that comes through traditional tarot, I will also wrap it up by pulling either a romance angel card, oracle card, or a lightworker oracle card. Usually it's romance angel because most of I would say 90% of the questions tend to be about relationships and love. So usually we pull a romance angel oracle card to wrap it up. But sometimes I will do a lightworker oracle if it's requested or if it just feels like the right thing to do. And then that's how we do the guidance. There isn't a specific amount of tarot cards that I pull. When you ask your question, I just see what comes out because I take flyers. I believe in that energy of flyers. And so if I'm shuffling, asking your question and 3 cards come out, well, then 3 cards it is. If I'm shuffling to ask your question and 5 cards come out, well, then 5 cards it is. It's whatever comes out. And then usually I check out the bottom of the deck and see if there's a message coming through there as well. So there's no limit or specific amount of cards that I pull when I ask your question or give you guidance. I just kind of go with the energy. I just really trust in that. So that's how we do it. So yeah, anyone who wants to get on the list, now is the time. The list is open. Before we get started with that, I am going to go ahead for the weekend, guys, and pull a couple Dreams of Gaia cards for the group. Just came on, was watching the sad story in Virginia Beach today. What is the sad story in Virginia Beach today, guys? What happened? What did I miss? What did I miss? Yes. So anyway, yeah, if you guys, anyone who wants to get on the list, go ahead and get you can use either the PayPal listed or the Cash App listed, and we will get you on there. Oh no, another mass shooting in Virginia Beach. What happened, guys? This is terrible. 12 dead. Hey, Danny, welcome. 12 dead, man. I don't understand, man. $11 dead. So 11, possibly 12 dead. That is such a shame. Foreign surgery. I'm really sorry to hear that. I feel like I'm just kind of desensitized to this. It doesn't shock me. It doesn't raise my eyebrows. It makes me sad. It makes me very sad, but it just feels very, I feel very numb about these kind of things. Like it doesn't, I don't get it either. I gotta get back to unconditional love. Yeah, we've all got to get back to unconditional love. I mean, and I think well, Danny, you're on a twin soul journey. That definitely, for those of us on that journey, you really get smacked into that love vibration pretty quick when you awaken to that. I don't know about you, but for me, one of the things that I noticed when I woke up on this journey was how desensitized I had been living, and I was to the world, to love, to emotions. I was disconnected from not only my heart space, but just from emotions as a whole. I just was disconnected. And I did have emotions, but they were all whack. And, I'm still getting them balanced as I go on this journey. And as I recognize areas that need healing and need focus and healing, just dealing with that. But it's so amazing to see how far we get off of center, right? And how much we need to come back to self and to that grounded place. And it's sad where we are as humankind, and I can see I know why Dolores Cannon was, what she learned and discovered was so true. The 3 waves of volunteers, of light workers that had to come after the development of the nuclear weapon during World War II, and where we're at, it's just amazing. It's amazing, right? So anyway, let's pull a couple Dreams of Gaia cards for our collective group that's here tonight, and see what the message is for us for this weekend. I'll give people time to shuffle in and see if anybody wants to get guidance from Spirit tonight via donation, and give you guys a chance if you would like to get on the list. I don't have anyone on the list yet. That doesn't mean that there isn't already a list. If anyone has made a payment, I will be checking it in just a few minutes. So if anyone wants to get on the list, you have time now to do that, and it is open, and there's probably not a long wait, because there's probably not too many on there yet, if any. But I would like to start, while giving everyone time to come in, just to say that that makes me really sad. And let's see what's coming through for us. Yeah, Danny, really, Danny's an awesome guy, right? I'm proud of you too, Danny. Hello in Tennessee, my fave. Hey, Jason. Hey, Love, Life, and Justice. Welcome. Welcome to everyone who's here. Thank you so much for being here, guys. For those of you who would like to get a question in, the list is open, and I haven't checked it yet, but as of now, there's no one on the list, so you are welcome to get a donation in and get on the list. For those of you who are just here to hang out, hey, hang out. We're going to hang out and have fun. It's Friday night. For those of you who are here in the chat, please take a moment to X out of the chat and hit the like button so that we can get some likes on the video and get it circulating. I appreciate that. And I'm in Australia, so I can't. You can't what? You're in Australia, so you can't. You can still hang out with us. You can still, if you want to get guidance, you can still get on the list. You can still hold space for the people who were killed here in the United States. Absolutely any of that, you can. Friday night with Jason, woohoo! With Jason, with Christina, with Danny, with you, Priscilla, with all of y'all. So let's see what guidance we all have as a group through the Dreams of Gaia. Let's see. Let's try to raise the vibe up, because that's really sad news we had today, and hopefully we can sort of turn it around and try to get some happiness circulating up in here. What's the guidance for us for this weekend? From Dreams of Gaia. 2 cards just flipped. One more. Whoa. Right on my candle. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you and the way you look tonight. Okay. The King of Earth, Hello in NYC. King of Earth. Hello, Sybil. The Hero. Purchase Sybil here. Hi from NYC. The Crone. And the Father. And we also have the Ten of Earth at the bottom of the deck. I don't have a question. That's okay. You can still hang out with us. So King of Earth and Ten of Earth, the Hero, the Crone, and the Father. Number 14, 12, 6, 5, and 10. A lot of third eye opening here. So I like the way these two cards came out side by side, the King of Earth and the Hero. That earth energy, that abundance, that green, and then the fire energy here with the Hero, that the red and orange. There's just a really strong contrast here, but they feel very similar. You know, they're very almost like they match, they go together, but just like the colors are different, and so the energy is so different, even though they're very similar in everything else but the color. Just the color is where the energy really takes on a different tone. But really beautiful cards. Waiting on a reading from me, a personal reading, or oh, you're waiting on what sign is that? I don't know what sign that is. I've just started the sign. Guys, I just started the readings and that's for June 15th through 30th. So like over 2 weeks out. I just started those today. So don't expect those to be up very soon. I've got some personal readings I'm working on tonight. I will be doing more tomorrow, but it's going to be a couple days before those are all up. The Crone and then the Father. So there's the Crone is not the mother, so it's not the father and the mother, but the Crone is a wise woman. And so with these energies too, I think there's a lot of wisdom. I'm getting a lot of wisdom energy in these cards. And then the Ten of Earth, that's like the Ten of Pentacles. It's abundance. It's a lot of abundance coming in, and it's a feeling of where you're at there's a sense of completion, a sense of wisdom coming in. I like how both of these cards have the third eye opening. So I feel like the message for a lot of us this weekend is about sort of stepping into a paternal or parental role in our lives, and with the people in our lives, sort of taking the lead. A lot of us need to take the lead and you know, shine our light and help guide people, because you know, we can all stare at ourselves in the mirror and say how, you know, unqualified we are to give advice. I mean, I could do that all day based on my past mistakes and on my current mistakes and on, you know, the imperfect person I am. But when you do that, you're doing not only yourself a disservice, but you're doing the people who need you a disservice, because it's not about the ways you fall short. We all fall short. We're human, right? We all fall short of perfection and all of those things that we hold ourselves to. But people need us still, and we have gifts to share with people regardless of how imperfect we are. So instead of, you know, tearing yourself down and saying, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I will help people when. I will employ my gifts when. I will take that step when. No, it's not when, it's now. People need you now. People need us now. Right? And so as human beings that are flawed and imperfect and all those things, we are those things, and we can claim them and admit them. And I'm the first to admit all of my imperfections, and they are many. There's a long laundry list of them. But I'm not going to let any one of those hold me back from offering guidance and letting my gifts shine forth to help people that need help, because that's where you can grow, and that's where healing can come in for you and for others, is when you just step into the fact that that Spirit can use anyone and anything to do good and to shine the light. And the more you step into that, the more healing you will get, and the better you'll feel, and the more useful you feel. And I feel like that's what most of these cards are kind of talking about. The Hero, the Crone, the Father, the King of Earth. They're all about stepping into roles that are example roles that help people. And it's so important to step into those roles for yourself and not be afraid and not criticize yourself out of it. Because we could all do that. We could all criticize ourselves out of those roles. But the people that rely on you and depend on you, they don't want you to do that. They want you to help them and give them guidance and be that person to offer hope and sort of lead the way, because you have that within you. If you're here, you're probably spiritually awake on some level that a lot of people aren't. And you have the ability then, just based on that, to help people in your life, to guide them and to, help people get to a better place, a place of greater understanding and consciousness and understanding of their own gifts and of their own purpose and path. And so to me, that's sort of the message I get with those cards. All right, so it's so cool that on the other side of the world, this is happening right now. What time is it there? We're here. What time is it here? Right here, it is just after 10 p.m., a little past 10 p.m. I had to work through past hurts first. Right, you definitely will. Well, for me, I mean, maybe I have more than you, but I'm always working through past hurts. That's a daily thing. I mean, past hurts come up for me daily, weekly, all the time. Past hurts come up. They're never completely gone and they're never completely healed. And that's part of the realization that if you're waiting to work through something, to step into your power, to step into your gifts, to step into your purpose, you're selling yourself short, and the people who need you, you're selling them short. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. We can all make excuses forever on why we can't do something yet, right? It always, right, Danny, it's the healing never stops, and the mission never begins until you just push yourself into it. And I know that for a fact because I resisted, and I felt that pull, that pressure from spirit, like, you've got to do this. And I finally just gave in. I was like, okay, I guess I'm not ready, but maybe I just need to be ready. And it's like, you're ready, do it. And you just kind of jump in and go. And you will find that you will be carried. It's kind of like that fool energy. If you just jump and trust, you'll be carried through it. You'll be carried through it. And it's not always going to be easy, and it's not going to be perfect, because there's no such thing as perfection in these bodies, but it will be right. So that's... Your Aries reading was so on point for me in a Taurus. Like Nike, just do it, huh? Yeah, just do it. Yep. Because why not? What is there to wait for? Healing? A lot of the healing happens while in movement, while you're doing these things. A lot of the healing isn't something you consciously make an effort to heal. It just happens by taking action and doing. That's, at least from my experience, that's been the case. Is anybody on the list? Has anyone made a donation to get on the list? So many people were asking me to go live tonight, but I don't know if anyone has tried to get on the list. If not, I'm just going to stay on a few more minutes and then go to bed. I've got a reading to do, and then I'll go to bed. Jason, finally caught you live again. Brandi, welcome. It's like learning to swim by being pushed into the lake. Ah, yeah. Rosie, you wanted to get on the... You made a donation to get on the list. Okay, I'm going to check the list in just a moment, Brandi. Oh my God, hello, I need guidance ASAP. Okay, Nesboat Crochetta. What a cool name. Nesbot Crochetta. Okay, guys, let me check the apps and get the list going, because a few people said they have donated. So, yeah, if you want to get on the list, go ahead and make your love donation now, and we will get you on the list. Right, if you are international, you'll have to use the PayPal that's listed. You can't use... the Cash App. Cash App is United States mostly only. There's a few countries that it supports, but it's mostly United States. The PayPal would work for you if you're international. Christina, will you put the PayPal up for them? Because it's not the PayPal I normally have used in the past. It's Nick's. Yeah. $20 minimum love donation will get you guidance from Spirit through tarot, an oracle card, and it's like a few cards. I take about usually 5 minutes or so. No certain amount of cards. I just pull whatever comes through. And then it's also gets you your name on the list for a drawing that I'm doing for some free stuff, like a free 1 hour reading, a free 30-minute reading. Sherry, a 30-minute reading is, so a 30-minute and 1 hour reading. I do 30-minute and 1 hour personal readings. Those are the same price that they've always been. However, you have to do the booking a little differently. So for 30 minutes, it's $75. For 1 hour, it's $150. To book a personal reading, just like you're doing for your donations right now, you send that money to one of those apps, except when you send the 75 or 150 in the notes of your payment, in the notes section, put your phone number and email so I can get in touch with you to book the reading. And it's about a 2-3 day wait max right now to get you set up for a live or recorded. Not even that long on the lives. But yeah, she just listed it. Are you seeing Anjal, do you see Christina Maria has posted it right there below you? She posted it. It's not a link, but there's that when you go into your PayPal, you type in that to send to nhjoost92@gmail.com. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to start the list. And So right now, I've got the list going here. And right now, the names on the list in this order, in the order of donation, is Kenia, Brandi, and Danny. Danny the Manny. So we've got Kenia, Brandi, and Danny the Man. All right? And then anyone else, I'll get you added. So right now there's just 3 people waiting. So when people come in to ask how long is the wait, Christina and Nick, I would say 10 minutes probably. If they get on the list now, it's about 10 minutes. Because 10 to 12 minutes max. Because it's usually about a 4-minute reading or less that it takes, depending on how the cards come out and what we got to get into for each person. But right now, Kenia, Brandi, and Danny. Kenia, do you want to throw your question up? Jason can address donation confirmations in between readings. Yes, anyone who is asking about a confirmation. Right now, the only confirmations I've got is Kenia, Brandi, and Danny. And it's not a link, Anjali. It's, I think Christina Maria posted the where to send payment on PayPal. Hey, Rebecca, welcome. Good to see you. So, Kenia, what's your question? Go ahead and throw your question up. And then anyone else, the names on the list, and anyone else who gets added to the list throughout the night, what I'd like you to do is just have your question typed out and ready, and then cut it or copy it, so that when it's time, you can just paste it and click send, and then we'll get you going. Okay, thanks, Anjali. I'll get you added to the list in between questions. I'm gonna go and check it and get you added. So assuming no one else did, you'll be the 4th name on the list. So probably about a 10-minute wait before we get to your question. Kenia, are you here? Kenia? Is it Kenya or Kenia? Kenia? I have you first on the list. Are you ready? And if Kenia's not ready, I will go on to Brandi. Rosie, I don't have you on my list. Rosie, I don't see you on my list. What, did you donate under a different name? Oh, Kenia, okay, sorry, you're first on the list then. Actually, I do have you on the list. Not only are you on the list, you are first. So you have a question in mind. You want to know if the answer is yes or no. So do you just want me to basically get a yes or no for you without actually asking the question? Is that what you're saying? Wait, what list? I missed the information. What is it for? So the list, this is not for my 30-minute or 1-hour readings that you were asking about, Sherry. This is just to ask one question. I do these intuitive hits. It's a $20 donation to ask a question here in my live thing. And I pull a couple cards and give guidance to the question. That's the list that they're talking about. Okay, got it, Kenia or Rosie. What is the guidance? Oh, let me say a quick intention here. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, Angels, Archangels, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. Thank you, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel. Thank you for connecting me tonight with the clear direct messages and healing guidance. All right, let's see what's coming through here for Rosie. What's the guidance for Rosie regarding the question she has tonight? What is her guidance? Interesting. So what you've got is the 3 of Wands in this position, the Knight of Pentacles in this position, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. The way these came out, these feel like really decisive. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving energy, but it's really good and balanced. And then the Knight and the Queen of Swords are very decisive action. So I feel like the answer is a yes to your question. But I've got a mixed bag on whether it's a slow yes or a decisive yes. So if it's got to do with timing, I don't know the answer to that. There's a mixture, but it feels like a yes to me. So Sherry, yeah, if you just want to ask a question, get on the list to ask a question, you can send, my moderators have listed throughout the chat where to donate to. There's you can do my Cash App or the PayPal listed. They're both listed in the chat if you scroll up under my moderators, which are highlighted in blue. And we'll get you added to the list. So that's the answer is yes, Kenia. However, definitely, isn't it weird not having to go to Earth School? Is Earth School over? Is Earth School over, Danny? Did you graduate? Danny, were you in my, I don't think you were there when I did an interview with Jai for Earth School. What's the guidance for, okay. Kenia, your guidance here also from Romance Angels is give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So whatever it is that you're thinking about, whether it's a relationship, a work relationship, business, finance, whatever it is, give it a chance and work on your partnership, whatever that means for you in this situation, since we didn't actually ask a question out loud. That's the guidance coming through for you from the Romance Angels. Okay. Yeah, Jai is really great. She's very gifted, and so is Dawn, her fiance. Both very, very gifted. Master healers, I tell you. Kenia, thank you. Brandi, what is... Oh, that's right. You popped in at the end of the interview. That's right. You were driving. You were driving somewhere. And I remember just doing what I do best, running my mouth. No, so Brandi, what's your question? Does my Virgo have true intentions of having a future with me? Does my Virgo have true... Cereal at night is so good. That is so true. You know, I love cinnamon life, you guys. Cinnamon. I love cinnamon everything. Cinnamon applesauce, cinnamon and brown sugar waffles. Just love cinnamon. Yeah, okay. Does my Virgo have true intentions of having a future with me? Okay, let's see. Hello, Lily? Brandi wants to know if her Virgo has true intentions of having a future with her. One more shuffle here. Mrs. Voorhees. Does Brandi's Virgo have true intentions of having a future with her? Oh, yes, your Virgo has true intentions. Look at this. The Sun and the Ace of Pentacles. I would say that is true intentions of a future if I've ever seen it. Do you see that? So the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun, both to me saying the same thing. It's absolutely, right? You can't see it? Yeah, absolutely. This feels really nice, and this is you know, the Sun is the Sun is a major arcana, guys, and the Sun is the happiest card in the tarot, especially on this side with the vice versa. This is the happiest side of the Sun card, and then the Ace of Pentacles is a divinely offered, divinely inspired, divinely guided new beginning with abundance, things where you place value, right? It's the universe offering you a chance at some real happiness. And so I think that these two coming out together is a really nice guidepost to you that, yeah, this person absolutely has good intentions. And when a Virgo has good intentions, try and stop them. Try and stop them. You won't. So really feels good. Brandi, let's see what the Romance Angels have to say to add to that, okay? You can ask it in the notes if you would like, but if you want the question done privately, it's better that we do a private reading. You know what I mean? This is something different. The reason we do this kind of thing is for people to get to ask publicly, so that also people who can't afford to donate can hear, and sometimes they get guidance through hearing the questions and answers. So if it's something you'd rather ask privately rather than putting it in the chat, you might want to just wait and we do a personal reading. What's the message for Brandi regarding this connection? Okay, Brandi, here you go. You've got heart-to-heart conversations and attraction. The attraction card says, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, okay? And then heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So with that, guys, can you see me okay? Is my camera looking too foggy? Or is it just... Guys, how's the video? Did the video go out? Yeah, okay. It's just on your side, Anjali. Somebody else told me that in one of my comments. They kept saying it in all my videos, but they were the only person who said it. So I was like, well, yeah, it's probably just on your end. Yeah, everybody said it's okay. So good. Okay, so heart-to-heart conversations and attraction. And the attraction card says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So think about what that is. Look at this person. They're in their garden, apparently, wearing green. It's all green, and they are in their garden smelling the roses. Yeah, anyone who's made a donation, I'm in between every couple questions, I check the apps, and I get it, and I add to the list. So you will get added in the order you donated. Don't worry. If you just donated, you'll be added above the people who donate after you. Attraction. So it's all about smelling the roses, you know, being, and this person is not aware of anyone watching them, right? So think about that. It's almost like you're not even worried about who sees you, who doesn't see you, who's watching you, who cares, right? This is about you literally enjoying that rose, the smell of that rose in your garden that you've worked hard in. You don't give a F about what anybody else is doing or not doing or watching, any of that. This is where you attract the right kind of love. Someone who sees you and appreciates you for the special soul that you are and the love that you have inside. And they see it when they see you just enjoying a quiet moment with yourself. Okay? So really good energy there, Brand. Okay, so Danny, you are up next. Before I do Danny's question, I'm going to update the list for everyone. For anyone who's added a donation, I'm going to update the list. So Danny, get your question ready and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have, after Danny, 2 more people are added to the list. We have DHIR, I don't know if that's you, Anjali, and Carla. DHIR and Carla. Those are the 2 people that have been added to the list since the last time. So we're on Danny, then we've got Dhir, is it D? I don't know how you say the name. It's DHIR, and then Carla. So that's the order we're going in. Can you guys hear me okay? Yes, you are included in the draw, Danny. You are included in the draw. Absolutely. Okay, Danny wants a general love question. So we're going to see what the guidance is, generally speaking, for Danny. Guys, please hold space for Danny as we see what comes up for Danny in love, okay? Hold space for Danny to get some info in love. Okay? Thanks, guys. Danny, I know you're on a twin soul journey, as I am. I posted on Twitter a really interesting article about twin souls and the different stages of a twin soul journey. It really resonated for me a lot, and it really goes into detail because there's so much confusion and misconceptions about twin souls, and a lot about, you know, that it's not always one thing or another, about it can be an intense friendship. Sherry, where did you send it to? Are you, because I've only got DHIR and Carla. Where did you send it to? Did you send it to one of the places that they listed? Because we haven't received it if it's not under one of those names. Can you tell us where you sent it to? Because it should have come through when I checked it. What's the guidance for Danny in love? Uh-oh, Danny, they're flying. Cash App. Oh, Cash App, okay. So interesting, Danny. You've got the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands coming out in this position, and the Nine of Cups. So you've also got the Seven of Swords right here facing this way. You know, the Seven of Swords can represent some deception. And I feel like there's deception in the past here in this situation. I'm not sure exactly what that's about. You've also got the Justice card on this side as well. And behind that is the Strength card facing down the Devil. So really a lot going on here. Look at this, Danny. Look at this. I don't know if you're getting any hits yourself on this, but I'm getting some strong stuff. So with these two, clearly a lot of karmic justice taking place here. The universe is really offering you a new perspective about a lot of things that maybe have confounded you in the past or caused you to really feel trapped or unsure which direction to go in. And I think that that's not going to be a problem for you going forward. I think you're going to really be moving forward with a lot of confidence. This Strength card, especially facing down, this Strength card, that divine feminine and masculine are balanced. They're in a place of balance, so they're able to face down that devil energy, whatever it is. And that's what brings justice in. Going forward into the future, and that full moon to me is always representative of feelings coming to a head, coming to the surface, things that have been kind of suppressed or not really allowed to come up, really coming up. There's something to do with deception or someone being deceptive. It may not even really be something I would classify as deception. Someone not being completely open with their feelings or honest about the depth of their feelings, that's all coming out. And that's what's offering a fresh perspective, and it's leading you to a wish fulfillment here with the Nine of Cups. That angel's bringing a wish fulfillment here. You're coming out with some strong fire energy with the King of Wands, like looking toward the future, and really, really nice. Yes, general love, and you're included in the draw. How did that comment come up again? Did you just post that again, Danny? The same comment, or did it actually pop up the same comment? So yeah, really, really nice energy here for you, Danny. It's a real leaving behind of old ways of looking at things, old processes that didn't work for you in the first place, that you really have replaced with sort of new vibrations, new attitudes, new thinking. That's what this Ace of Swords is. And it's about you being freed. That's freedom, that bald eagle and that's sort of that wreath, whatever. I don't even know what that really is. I'm sure I could tell you if I looked it up, but I don't feel like it. It's about freedom because of a new perspective. That's what I know it is. And for you, it's about looking toward the future with a lot of confidence. And, you know, it's taking you, what I can see here also, with all of these cards, it's like nighttime or twilight out. That's signaling to me that it's taken you a long time to get to this point where you are, or it may feel like it's taken a long time in a lot of ways to get to this point. So really cherish and value the struggle, the things you went through to get to where you are, and the fact that you're able to be imbalanced enough to face down some of this toxicity that maybe in the past you couldn't deal with, right? And it's bringing this Ace of Wands into the upright so that you can have this new beginning here that's really been earned and is deserved. It's a gift of the universe, and it's a divine gift, yes, but you've earned it too. Don't think you haven't earned it, because you have. So really nice energy, Danny, and I really wish you well on your journey. I like that justice is here for you, and justice is all of these things happening in divine timing, but the divine timing is here because you've made it happen. You've done the work, and you've brought these things about by doing the work, and your higher self saying, yes, you're here, Danny, you've done this, you are moving forward, and keep doing it with confidence. So really nice. What's the message for Danny from the Romance Angel Oracle? It's a beautiful read for you. I'm really happy for you, Danny. I mean, the thing that I know that you know too on this journey, it can get frustrating. We can start to feel like we're stagnating at times, and it can get frustrating, especially when things stagnate between us and our twin. If you're making progress and doing great, and then you guys get into no communication or fall into a bad place, it can really suck and be very painful. But you're doing really well. Regardless of what's happening on any other side of things, you're doing what you're supposed to do, and that's really all that matters for you. Forgiving and learning. You've got the codependency card, and I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but you had that strength card facing down the devil, and you've got the codependency card. That's right, there are no mistakes. It's all happening the way it's supposed to, even when it hurts. Even when it doesn't feel that good, and it feels like, wait, I thought we were here, but we're way over here. It's just the path, it's the journey. I've learned to really know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that things are happening the way they're supposed to, even when it's coming from some bass-ackwards person doing something weird. Yeah. Codependency, though, and forgiving and learning. This is such a twin soul card, this forgiving and learning card. You don't even need me to really go into the detail here, but the forgiving and learning card is really, really, where it's at on a twin soul journey. You can ask, no, it doesn't have to be yes or no questions. You can ask whatever you want to ask. I mean, the only thing I'm not great at is timing, because I don't believe tarot really has times in it. Sometimes I'll see timing, but yeah, just whatever you really need guidance on. And we'll see what comes through for you, Sherry, definitely. But Danny, with this, codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. This is directly related to that strength card where they're facing down the devil, Danny. I know that it is. I'm not sure why or what exactly it's about, the codependency or addictions, whatever the details are, but I know that this is correlating to that strength card where they were facing down the devil together, right? This one. This is what that's about, for sure, okay? Definitely about that. And it just says addictions are affecting the romantic life in some way. So I know that that's whatever that is, it's going to be dealt with or is being dealt with. And divine timing, be patient, trust yourself and trust the journey. Thanks, Danny. Okay, Dhir, I think this is Anjali. Who is DHIR? DHIR. You're up next. What are A's feelings towards me? He cares but does not express his intentions since we connected. We are in different states and he invited me to meet his family last holidays. Do we have a future? Anjali. Okay, thank you, Anjali. What are A's feelings toward Anjali? Let's see. What are A's feelings toward Anjali? And do they have a future? What are A's feelings and do they have a future? Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing the high vibes and good intentions. Wow, beautiful. Okay, so first of all, A comes through as the Emperor. This is, we've been best friends for 2 years. Wow. Yeah, that's my twin soul journey. We best friends. That's how it starts. It's best friends, and then more. You know, it's everything, but that's the foundation is best friends. All that other stuff just kind of happens. The Emperor card here. This is Aries energy, and this was at the bottom of the deck. So this, right off the bat, as far as this person's feelings and what they want to have something very much, very big and very lasting, very strong with you. They also feel like this is going to be a challenge, and this person likes challenges. However, you've got the Five of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Page of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is not my favorite card in tarot ever, but I like it on this side in the vice versa deck because I can see clearly that it's about that phoenix that rises from the ashes. So it's like a rebirth or sort of starting over. And yeah, the actual signs, this isn't really, for me, when I read this, it's not about the actual sign that a person has because they're not just Leo or Capricorn. You've got you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. There's so many signs in your chart, but this is an energy, and this energy of Aries, the Emperor energy, is an energy of going after what you want. So that's the energy that I'm getting for this person, is that they know what they want and they're willing to go after it, but they also feel that there's a lot of challenges in this. Because the Five of Pentacles is a feeling, this isn't being left out in the cold. This is putting somebody else out in the cold. See, this person's not out in the cold. They're just going through a lot of mental frustration because they have put someone else out in the cold, potentially put you out in the cold, and maybe regretting it, or someone else. And then the Hanged Man is a period of not knowing what to do, maybe taking a pause to decide exactly how to take action. Knowing what you want, it's not about not knowing what they want. I feel like A knows what is wanted, but not knowing how to go about getting it. And things almost seemed like this is stagnation and maybe something feeling like an ending or just going nowhere. And then it led to something awakening. That's that phoenix rising from the ashes. And the Page of Wands ultimately is a message. It's something where someone's sort of like, oh, it can't even be an awakening. Not in the same sense. The Judgment card is a real strong spiritual awakening. This is similar, but it's more of an awareness coming in where someone's like, that's how I'm going to do this. They've always been aware of what they wanted, but they weren't sure of how to maybe go about it or to proceed. This is an awareness coming in of how to proceed, how to make this thing work, which way to go after what they want, right? And then with the Ten of Pentacles, this says this person's feeling really strongly for you. They feel the abundance that this connection has. There's no doubt when I see the Ten of Pentacles, like I said, my twin soul readings have been getting the Ten of Pentacles all day long because there's so much abundance. There's so much potential for success, happiness, value in the connection. Once both parties are awakened and they can come into union, there's so much potential there for goodness and good things to come in for both of you that it's just really nice. And then you've got this Queen of Wands. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It's fire energy. She's looking into the future. And that's how he sees you, as somebody who's focused on the future and what they want, very confident and creative and willing to make the sacrifices needed or necessary in order to get that. So I like these two energies for you guys, the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. I'm not sure where you're at on this journey, where this person is at, but if A's still in the place of having sort of pushed you out of the way and not making a lot of movement, or if A's at this place where things are awakening and really going after it. But this is the path, this is the story. So whatever part you're at, you can see where it's going based on the cards that came out. So it looks really nice. It's just sometimes these journeys, especially when it's so energetically connected like that, it's complicated. It's not easy, right? And even when it's not like that, when you're in love with somebody, sometimes you bring a lot of baggage into that and you hide that from the person, especially if you've got another connection you're dealing with or trying to get out of or wrap up, whatever. There's a lot here. And so there's been silence. So that's probably that card, which was the Five of Pentacles, that putting someone out in the cold and being very frustrated about it. So this person is in pain, even though they may be running from the connection at this point. And the future potential is there. What you can do on your end is to really take this time to focus on your path, your journey, your solitary journey, and how going after the things that you're supposed to do, that you're being called by Spirit to do and led through your intuition to do, how that can bring you closer to a reunion or union with this person through just doing what you're supposed to do and really loving and caring for yourself. Reconciliation card, that's what just came out. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So you got the reconciliation card. That's really nice energy and jolly, but it also at the bottom of the deck is the free yourself card. So part of leading you to this reconciliation involves freeing yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, right? So if you're stuck focusing on that connection and worrying about it, that will not bring a reunion in or a reconciliation. You've got to really free yourself from the worry, from the attachment to the outcome, from the concern about how it's going to work out. Let the person who pushed you away, if they want it to work out, they need to be the one to make it work out. You don't. You've already laid your cards on the table. You've been open about what you want. Now it's time for you to free yourself and go live your life, right? And then if that reconciliation is going to happen, which it looks like it is, just let it happen naturally, right? Somebody else can worry about that, those details. Thank you, Anjali. Carla, you ready, Carla? You're up. You're most welcome. No question, I'm open to anything I need to hear the most. Okay, Carla, let's see what comes through. Spirit, what message do you have for Carla tonight? What does Carla most need to know tonight? Let's see. You're welcome. Okay, Carla, really clear message for you. I don't know what this is about, but it's a clear message for you. Bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands. You're at a crossroad here. There's some choices or paths you need to choose upon. And it looks like part of the problem you're having, you've got the Three of Swords. This is sort of a need for healing of a broken heart. And on this side, it's really, really something like, this can even represent like a loss, a death. You got that and the Five of Cups. So this is saying to me that you've got some kind of loss in your recent past, or maybe even distant past. Loss, disappointment, an ending or a broken heart that you've got to heal from, or you're trying to heal from. And you're coming through with the Hanged Man card, which is a card, like I said, of like being kind of paused and not, it's not stagnating, because it's not that it's for no reason. It's good sometimes to take a pause and not move, but you're at a point where it's time to make movement. And then look what else came out, the Magician card. So with the Magician and the Two of Wands, you're clearly at a place where it's time for you to step into your abundance. And the Magician is the master manifester. He can manifest whatever he wants into the 3D. He has all the tools. He's got the power. That divine masculine energy is here for you, Carla, giving you the power to manifest and bring what you want into your life. And so the message is clear from Spirit. Whatever has happened here to give you this feeling of sort of disappointment or sadness, loss, you've got to step out of that. There's two cups still standing here in the Five of Cups. You're just not seeing them because you've got so much that's painful. The pain has overwhelmed you, and you're not seeing these two cups. But those two cups that are standing can represent a lot of good things. It could be a soulmate connection in your life. It could just be an opportunity for you to move into something really, really abundant and really successful for you. Whatever it is, the guidance is to really take note of the things in your life that you actually already have to be grateful for, and then just start vibrating that gratitude out to the universe so that your path becomes very clear what you need to do. It'll become clearer and clearer to you as you stay in a vibration of gratitude and thankfulness. And this is the energy you want to embrace. This energy is the universe telling you you have the ability to make your life almost everything you want it to be. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be, there may not be the relationship that you wanted, but you can have something similar to that. It may not be the person you want to be with or the exact job you wanted, but you can have very close to that by using your ability to manifest going forward and to embrace the things that are still there, that have survived whatever you lost out on, and to move forward with hope and, sort of an excitement about the future. So this looks really nice, and really take that guidance from Spirit to go forward and do it with confidence, because the more confidence you have and the more you stay in that vibration of abundance and gratitude, the more you're going to be able to use this magician energy, which is Virgo and Gemini combined. It's Virgo and Gemini energy. It's that mercurial energy of communication to bring about everything you desire into your life, and to do it with sort of a confidence that maybe you've been lacking in recent days because of some sadness or disappointment. Let's see what the romance angel advice for you is. What's the romance angel advice for Carla? So this says unrequited love. So it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep a relationship going. I don't know if that's why there's been this sadness that was showing with the Five of Cups and that broken heart card, unrequited love, if there was something that didn't work out. But you've also got at the bottom of the deck, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And so it may be someone new coming in, but there is great love in your life. There is great love in your future. And if something was unrequited, well, it probably wasn't all that maybe it seemed it could be anyway. And it may also be that it's the same person, but that what was unrequited was a matter of timing. There are so many factors that go into something working out or not working out. But the clear guidance for you with the Magician card is that you have the ability to get a lot of what you want in your life. It's just a matter of manifesting it properly and really shifting out of that sadness and disappointment into a really positive vibration of abundance. So I hope that you'll take that guidance, because that's really nice guidance. And that's the universe saying you've got a chance for some really good things to be welcomed in. So good luck with that, Carla. Yeah, I'm going to check the list right now, guys. I will be right back and see what's going on. I'm going to be closing it out shortly, though. So next on the list, we have, and I'm closing the list now. So anyone who hasn't made a donation yet, we're closing it for tonight because I don't have a lot of time. I have some personal readings that I've got to get done tonight. So we've got 4 people on the list still that we're going to go. We've got Samira, Rebecca, Colleen, and Sybil. Those are the 4 we're going to close it out with. Daenerys Snow, I'll wait for him to return before I ask my question. Hey, Samira, got you on the list. You're ready to go. Go ahead and ask your question. Whether it's Sherry or Samira, you're next. So, good, Carla. I hope that gave you some good insight about what the guidance is for you from Spirit, because that seemed like a really clear message for you, and it was good news. Okay, so yeah, Samira, Rebecca, Colleen, and Sybil. And then we're going to close it out for the night. But I will be back tomorrow afternoon, actually, to do some more for you guys. And I'm going to do a drawing tomorrow, because we need to reset that. Your question is where? Can you put your question up? Oh, there it is. I keep seeing in tarot, a soulmate connection is coming towards me in June. I'm a Pisces. And it keeps saying Capricorn. Is it my best friend? I don't know who makes the move first. Okay. What is this connection coming for Samira? What is this connection coming? It's definitely not someone new. It's someone who's been in your life. It's someone who's been in your life that you've been through a lot with. I don't know if it's your best friend or not. This is definitely someone who you've been through a lot of ups and downs with. And I'll tell you this much, Samira, you're coming out as King and Queen of Pentacles. So this is like a true pair, a true match, right? King and Queen of Pentacles could be a twin soul where you guys are really connecting strong. Okay, this person is very aware of the connection, and so are you. This is a strong connection. When you get a match like that, that's really nice. But you've also got the Ten of Swords, the Five of Wands, Temperance, and then the Page of Pentacles in this position. So it's going to be really a chance for something to really take off in the right direction. But you guys are in a place where I don't know what the past that's led you to here is. If they're your best friend, they've been with you through a lot of this conflict and pain, and they've kind of been that eclipse that's helped usher things in and out when you've been in pain. But with the Temperance card, this tells me that things are being balanced out by the universe here, that you're being supported. This connection is supported by the universe, and it's actually that angel. See, they're balancing these cups of love. So when you see that, usually in a soulmate connection, that means you're not together or you're in some kind of separation. Now, if it is the best friend, that would make sense because you're not in a romantic relationship with this person at this point in time, right? So from that perspective, that makes sense. But I think what you really want to do, I don't think it's about making a move. I think this is going to happen very organically, and you just want to kind of let it flow, let it all happen naturally, because you've got the Page of Pentacles. This is something that, see, unlike the Page of Cups where that would feel more romantic to me, this feels like something that just is going to happen very naturally, and it's going to be, you're going to know it's going to hold value. And you guys both have Earth energy here coming in strong, so you're both, it feels like something that you're very sure in and secure in and very, very stable. So I tend to think it is a friendship is the basis or the foundation, right? That's going to move into something very beautiful. With the Two of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, and then the Ace of Cups, there is a new beginning in love. And you guys have the Two Pentacles representing your love to me, and it's, see the infinity symbol? That's that energetic flow that's always flowing between the two of you. Not so much the need for a choice to be made, but the need to acknowledge it. There just needs to be an acknowledging between the two of you because it's already here and it's strong. I am a little concerned. I feel like these, yeah, no, I don't get Leo energy at all. And I feel like this Five of Wands and the Ten of Swords, that this is definitely representing maybe the Leo X and things you've been through in the past, that your friend or someone, this person has probably really been there for you to usher out some bad energies and help you get through this stuff. Yes, Sybil, I have you on the list as well. And this is just a really strong connection, but it's going to happen very organically. I don't think there's a need for anyone to make a move or to do anything like that. This is going to happen very organically. There may be a need to sort of affirm or reaffirm how you feel to this person, even though they probably already know that, I feel. But as far as making a move, no, I don't feel like that's even necessary. It's going to happen so naturally. You'll see what I mean. It's going to happen very naturally. Just be patient and let it unfold the way it's supposed to. The universe is helping you here. And yeah, and a lot of times that can be the case. Colleen, you're on the list as well, yes. A lot of times that can be the case when it's a friendship. I know this, I understand this very well, Samira. Trust that it will unfold naturally, okay? It's not going to be difficult as it may seem. And the moment's going to be right, and it's just going to happen. You're going to come in here and tell me, yeah, Jason, we just had a moment, and it just flowed so naturally, and it felt really good. That's what I feel from this, and I feel really confident about it. So just kind of trust in divine timing. Try to be patient, because it may not be the time yet for this to all happen, but you said you're seeing in June, and you guys are a perfect match with the King and Queen of Pentacles. It's a good match. So try to be patient with it. Let it flow organically and let it unfold the way it's supposed to. Try not to get scared. Sometimes when you look at someone one way and then it starts to shift into something else, it can be kind of scary or uncomfortable or confusing. Try not to get scared, because this is a really beautiful connection and really strong. So I like it. I really like it a lot. Let's see what the romance angels say. What's the message for Samira from the romance angels? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Really nice. Bottom of the deck says, let your friends help you. There's a message there, right? Thank you, Samira. Rebecca, you're next. You ready, Rebecca? Oh, hang on one second, guys. Okay, I'm checking it. Hang on one second, guys. Rebecca, I'll be right back to answer your question. You're welcome, Samira. Thank you again, Samira. And yeah, Rebecca, put hers up. Will my finances be looking up in the coming months? I'm doing everything I can to make it happen. Will the universe come through? Hoping to move out of state. Will Rebecca's finances be improving in the coming months? Yeah, we're going to close out the list, guys. Christina Maria, are you ready? Let's close it out. Close it on out. Oh, we're closed. Close it out. No more donations. No more for tonight. Closed out. Thank you, Christina Maria. Because I'm going to be on tomorrow, but I want to try to get, I've got some other personals that I'm working on tonight and tomorrow morning before I come back. So, and I want to also get a couple more soulmate generals up tomorrow as well. So, got to get that rest in. Will Rebecca's finances be improving in the next month? Yes, I will leave this up. Well, Rebecca, I don't know how much they're going to improve in the next month. This feels more like a long-term improvement. You've got the Two of Cups, so I don't think anything's going to be bad. Oh, okay, coming months. Yeah, I think so. I would say especially in the next 7 months, like throughout the summer and into the fall, I think things are going to improve a lot. Right now, you've got the Nine of Wands, which is like you're at the end of sort of what's been a tough cycle, but you're not quite at the end of it. There's still some recovery that has to happen is what it feels like. And once you finish that recovery, then things can get better because you have the Seven of Pentacles. And I'm not sure, for some reason, the Seven of Pentacles to me attached to the Moon and the Two of Cups it's talking to me about where everything you put in is going to start reciprocating, because that's what the Two of Cups is. In love, it's a soulmate connection and it's mirroring, equal give and take. But in financial questions, this is about what you put in is coming back. It's all mirroring. So, and with the Moon also, that full moon is things coming to a head. So although it's a slow recovery, once you get into recovery mode, which it feels like you're right on the verge of getting over the hump. I don't know why, but that's what the Nine of Wands feels like, is you're almost to the hump, over that. Once you get over that, that's when things are going to improve pretty quickly. So probably in July, you're going to start to see things really start to improve. I don't know why it's July, but that's what it is. The 7 is about the month of July, that's the 7th month. But and this is, guys, when I talk to you about how I don't usually see time frames in tarot, I don't. Sometimes, like now, once in a while, it just comes through, and that's what this feels like. In July, I think you're going to really, Rebecca, see improvement. You're going to, somewhere in the month of July, you're going to look at your books or something, and you'll be like, oh, this feels good. Like, I have a cushion here. Things are starting to feel less restricted or less suffocating. It feels like that energy starts to really, there's an expansion there, and that feels really good, but it's not this month. I don't know what's going on for you this month, like in June, but it feels like June is still a recovery month for you. Yeah. Let me see what the romance angels can add. What's the romance angel message for Rebecca about this? Worth waiting for, divine timing. So obviously these are cards about love, but divine timing also, in the question you asked about finances, it's the same thing. Divine timing is here, so that's good that you're being helped by the universe. You've got some angelic assistance, right? But I'm trying to see if there's any other specific message I see in this. I feel like, there's a message here about spending too. With the angel's hands all covered up like that, there's something about spending. Watch the spending, because I don't know if you're like me, but I can shop online, y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you. So yeah, it's going to get better really quick once it starts to get better, and you're going to feel that, I think, around July. That's what I've got for you, Rebecca. Colleen, you're next, and then Sybil. Colleen and then Sybil. Colleen, are you ready? And guys, I'll be back on tomorrow afternoon. I have a personal reading early afternoon, and then I'll be on. Colleen, what is your question, Colleen? And then Sybil, have yours ready to post as well, because I'm going to go from Colleen and then yours, and then we're wrapping it for the night. And I will leave the reading up for whoever needed it to be up for at least a day. Should I close the door on my daughter's father? I don't know why he's treating me this way. Will we reconcile? Will he contact me? Should you close the door? Will you reconcile? Will he contact you? Should Colleen close the door on her daughter's father? What's the guidance for her about this, and what's the energy for them reconciling? Thank you, Spirit. So he's coming, he's got the Knight of Cups, which, you know, does tend to be a love offer. There may be an attempt at reconciliation, but it probably is going to come after you close the door. That's usually how that works, right? Because people are screwy like that. Yeah, that's exactly what I see happening. You've got the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck. That represents the angel balancing out these cups of love. He's coming in Knight of Cups, and this is after a long wait. See, it's nighttime here. This is not something new. This is not happening right now. I don't see any energy of cheating, but if you're not together, then it's not cheating, right? You guys aren't, it doesn't look like you guys are together, Colleen. It looks like you guys are not together right now, based on the cards. This feels like an energy of someone of a couple who's not together. This is, you got the Temperance card. When you get the Temperance card, that's usually when people are separated or not in communication. So, if you're, so that's, I mean, cheating, I don't know. I mean, if it would be considered cheating right now, then I guess he would be considered cheating if he's seeing someone else. I don't see another energy here though, but that doesn't mean he's not seeing someone else. You've got the Two of Swords, and then the Page of Cups, and then he's also coming through as the King of Cups down the road. So I feel like that if you can handle this the right way and maybe really just kind of do your own thing and sort of not try and make this work, like, you don't want to chase after somebody who's not putting in the effort. Just really let him go. And I'm not saying that you have to close the door if you don't want to. If you want reconciliation, you don't have to close the door on this, but stand up for yourself in the sense that it doesn't have to be an emotional drama. Just take care of you, show yourself love and respect, and don't allow him to come in unless he's giving you the right energy, Colleen. Because right now, with the Temperance card here, this is saying that the universe is balancing things out for you. And he may come in with a totally different energy when he tries to return. The Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups for me is like an apology. And then the King of Cups is somebody who's maturing in their emotions, right? All of this water energy is a lot of emotions. And I like the King of Cups down the road, even though it may take time. I like that that's the energy he's coming out in, which feels a lot more mature than the way he sounds right now. So for you, this actually is coming through as guidance to be kind of a little bit blocked off and not open to this situation right now, focusing on the things that are more important to you and your happiness outside of a relationship, and showing yourself a lot of love. But you do have the Ten of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, so that does represent, you know, a connection where there is a lot of love here. And it definitely looks like, you said, so he plans on returning. I don't know what he plans to do. I can't tell. That's not really the kind of thing I can say. I don't know how to read what somebody's planning on. I can tell you that the energy is here in the future for him to make you an offer and to return. Does that mean he's planning on it right now? Could be. He could be planning on it, or he could be totally planning the opposite. Whatever he's planning, though, the energy is here based on these cards for him to make some kind of a love offer to you in the future, and to apologize as well. This looks like an apology to me and feels like an apology. So definitely there's an energy there for an apology or some sort of attempt at reconciliation. But right now, the major arcana that's here is Temperance. And that happens when people are not together. That's when you really let go of something and allow the universe to do the work. That's when it works out the best, because that angel is balancing those cups out, because it means somebody's been giving too much in this relationship and somebody else has been taking too much. It's not balanced, and the universe doesn't let those things stand. So this represents things getting balanced out, and always that's for the better. Okay, no matter how it ends up, this Temperance card always makes it better in some way. So definitely a good thing, I think. And if this is an apology, I think it's definitely well deserved, that you deserve the apology. So you may need to hold out for that. But the only thing I don't like about this Two of Swords for you, Colleen, is that the woman's wearing a blindfold. And although I like the energy here of not being willing to make a decision until you're being approached with the right energy, I want to make sure that you're not blinded to anything. You want to make sure you're seeing things clearly. So make sure you don't have a blindfold on. make sure that when it comes to this connection, you're seeing things clearly and that you're not sort of seeing things through rose-colored glasses or through, even like an angry perspective or resentful perspective. Make sure that you just are seeing things really clearly. That way you can make the best, most balanced, informed decision when the time comes, because you're going to be approached with an opportunity where you have to make a decision, obviously, in the future, it looks like. And so you want to be equipped to make the best decision for everyone involved. And that's going to be based on not seeing things through any type of lens, but seeing things very clearly. So let's see what the romance angels have to say about it. What is the romance angels message for Colleen? Okay, well, you've got release your ex. So, and then it's safe for you to love. Now, release your ex doesn't always mean literally releasing the person we're talking about or releasing a person from your past. Sometimes release your ex, it's not this heading, it's what it's saying down here, which says the time has come to clear your energy. So even if this person who you just broke up with, your ex, is who you're going to end up with reuniting with, what this is about is releasing the energy that's there right now, releasing the toxic energy between the two of you, releasing all of that stuff that led you guys to where you are now, so that when it comes back around, you can actually enter a new cycle that's not bringing all the baggage in. You can't help what he's going to do, but you can help from your side, really trying to go into a new cycle that feels fresh. So that's what I think that release your ex is about. Thanks, Colleen. Thank you very much for letting me do that for you, Colleen. And then Sybil, you ready, Sybil? What's your question? Sybil says, I am truly tired of my super lying, cheating husband. I'm wanting to move my first time in 22 years. I believe I want someone else who respects me. What's your question, Sybil? You're welcome, Colleen. I wish you the best on this situation. I know it can be very painful to go through this kind of stuff. For real. Sybil, what's your question? Will Sybil find love? Will Sybil find love? The age-old question, will I find love? With respect, yes. You've got the star, the ace of swords. Oh wow, the sun. Okay, this is beautiful. So you've got this three of swords here. This represents a broken heart, right? And the need for healing. Could have been some cheating, because the three of swords, that's three people sometimes. So there could have been some cheating here. There's a need for healing. And hold on one second. I want to light this for you. Light this candle. Here we go. All right. Light a little white candle for you. Bring in some good energy for you in love. Healing, right? So there's a need for healing here with the three of swords. That, like I said, can represent a broken heart and maybe some third-party energy from the past. You've got the star card. And on this side, it's like a meteor shower. This says to expect miracles in your life, right? You've got the 10 of wands and then the ace of swords. So you're ending a cycle that's been very painful and very heavy in your life. And you've got this new cycle coming in. This is a gift of the universe, the ace of swords. And it represents freedom through taking on a new perspective. Swords are air energy. It's mental energy. So when you see this ace of swords, Sybil, this represents a new way of seeing something, a new way of thinking about something, a new way of processing, or a new belief system even, and a way of looking at things that's going to help you welcome in real love. Love that's respectful, that starts from you loving and caring and respecting yourself and requiring that someone who comes in does the same. And that starts with this transformation, which the star represents, the spiritual transformation, and then it can represent that wish coming true, that wishing upon a star. But yeah, you're going from this heavy burden, right, to, and see, there's like a ghost, something's been haunting you. See these figures? To me, that's what this actually represents. It's not what it actually represents in these cards, but that's what it's representing for you. Someone from your past has kind of haunted you in a way, and you want to let go of that, release that energy. because you've got the sun here. You've got the Ace of Swords and the sun for your future. This is beautiful, Sybil. Welcome this in, okay? Be receptive to this. And the only way you're going to be receptive to this is to start healing from this broken heart is to really focus on shifting the energy, focus on releasing all of that, and focus on being receptive to this, because it's not easy to get into. We can want this, but if we're still in this place of hurt, it's so hard to be receptive to this. Trust me, I know. And I mean, I know someone in my life that literally he's falling in love, has fallen in love. He's falling in love and has fallen in love, but because he's in so much pain from a situation that he's trying to end, he can't let go and be in it. He can't completely be in it, in that beautiful feeling of falling in love, because he's in so much pain from his past. And he's battling with himself to get out of that. You've got to. There's so much abundance here for you, Sybil. You've got to release that hurt from the past and really be receptive to this coming in. And if you can do that, the universe is here for you. It's saying freedom, a new perspective, and a lot of happiness. And this is like childlike happiness, clarity that comes from just knowing what you're worth and accepting what you're worth. Okay? It's really important, though, to heal. And the healing doesn't have to take a lot of time, but it takes a lot of focus and conscious, willful releasing of the past to accept it in. Okay? Let's see what the romance angel advice for you is, Sybil. Let's see, romance angel advice for Sybil. New love and calling in your soulmate. So this says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, and your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So you're bringing in a new soulmate or something new, and divine timing is at work in your love life, worth waiting for. So really nice energy. Just really focus on your healing, though, for now, Sybil. I think that's the most important thing you can do, to focus on your healing and your abundance, and really just welcome it in, because that's where it's at for you. Release the past. Release it, and don't carry any of that energy. Refuse to carry that energy with you into your future, okay? Anyway, guys, I think that's it. Thank you so much for being here. You're welcome. I hope all of this resonates and comes to pass for you. Thank you so much for being here. A big thank you, guys, to Christina Maria, my moderator, for all of her help. She is amazing, and I love that she was able to be here tonight. And yeah, that's what you guys, she posted how to get a personal reading. So you guys, anyone who needs a personal reading, just make your payment to the app and put your number in the notes and your email, and I will get on it for you. I've got a couple personal readings I'm working on this evening and tomorrow morning, and then I will be back with you guys tomorrow afternoon. So thank you so much, guys. If I don't see you, have